It is, with the fresh cut grass and the sun shining on it, it's 9:30 in the morning. It just feels like a little oasis of peace. And we have the backdrop sounds of the mill across the river, the clinkety clank. And I like it. I really like it. And also, this is the city park of my hometown. So when I'm here, it brings back all these feelings of being a child and back when kids just were roaming the streets and lurking and being street urchins. And I loved it. So the park looks different than it did when I was a kid. Actually, it's fucking makes me mad. You shouldn't swear at the beginning of the video. Not that I am monetized, but I'm angry, you guys, because there used to be the most incredible playground equipment here, like a slide that I think was like 50 feet high, made out of metal, indestructible, so I have no idea why they took it away. There was this like kind of merry-go-round, but like, I don't know. It had its own unique original take on the merry-go-round, and you couldn't stand on it. You kind of just had to spin it and then hold on and fly around it. So you had to spin it fast enough. At least, like, that's how I'm remembering it, okay? So the river, so now it's just a field. I'm still grateful for it being here, but it used to be supreme. Looked like I was smoking a joint. Same appreciation vibe. The river is here. It's getting high, like a lot of us know. There's Canadian geese, obviously a staple at any Canadian park. There's a bridge over there. I don't know where I'm pointing. Don't worry about it. So that's not that spectacular. We're gonna like walk and meditate once I a little bit of my chattiness out of my body. That's a sacred mountain to me. It is my favorite mountain. It is a staple of this town. I've looked at it for who knows, probably years when you add it up, I hope. Look at that great willow tree. I think it's a willow. I guess I'm not an expert at most things. Okay, let's start. Let's tune in. Why not take a deep breath? Just remember that you have a breath. Wow, can you believe I got off the property? I normally just walk behind where I'm living. So now I'm feeling crazy. I got loose out on the town. Those geese are quack-a-doodle-dooing at me. Yes, this was a beach that we'd sometimes swim at. And yeah, let's hello people who I see just dropped through. I wanna just remind you to maybe take a couple mindful moments. So I am gonna show you some nature while we do this together. Yeah. Mindfulness meditation, you kind of just breathe normally. You do. I don't know why I said kind of, but I like to start by taking a few deeper breaths to remind myself. Feel out my whole diaphragm. Remember, I have it. My chest cavity filler all up. And then just let some spaciousness arise in my psyche, self, whatever. If you listen to Eckhart Tolle, he talks a lot about spaciousness. When you're being in the present moment, it's like anything can arise. There's room for possibility. There's room for you to decide on what your response is going to be to your life, to any stimuli. You needn't react with some kind of old pattern. I hope that you guys can hear me okay, because I'm not using a mic right now, because you got to learn how to use a mic if you're going to use one that's kind of like higher quality. And mine, the gain, I need to raise it, play around with it, because I was too quiet last time I used it. And the iPhone kind of just like makes everything loud. So hopefully it's okay. That bridge down there, the black one, we'd jump off that as kids in the summertime, obviously. It's good times, thrilling. That gets you in the present moment. Being scared, but like in a good, deliberate way. Okay. Taking another mindful breath. I gotta say, it's like a real challenge for me to learn to be mindful while I'm doing, like, making any content, but especially live. It's a fun little challenge. And I would like to say that's why I talk so much, because I'm kind of like, ooh. But I think also it's a good representation of how my mind just normally is. If you could catch all of your thoughts and just like say them as they were coming to you, it'd be insane. You'd sound as insane as me. What's great about meditation is you can learn to just notice your thoughts without saying them all out loud. Or you can notice them and then you can say them out loud if you think that's gonna be a good time. And sometimes it is. Do you guys know what this is? Anybody BMX or did in the past or knows anyone who does? I think it was maybe bigger when we were growing up, but our little town has a sick BMX track. And they have competitions here. I went into one when I was in grade 4, I believe. Or did I? I can't remember. I want to remember it as if I did. That seems pretty cool. I would not do it now. Okay. What's your experience when you try to get present? Like just now, I kind of got lost in presence, and it feels good and sometimes kind of uncomfortable to me. Like almost like my brain's doing something different, like processing. I don't know, it almost seems like silent static or something. If I have no idea if that will resonate with anybody, but it's just like, maybe because I'm, using different senses and, I mean, I don't know about all the, brain stuff, but obviously a lot of processes happen that we're not like consciously privy to. So, oh wow, this is turning into ramble. My brains are scrambled. But yeah, maybe it's like going into like a different frequency, like alpha, theta, beta. What a nice little corner of the small city. I'm tuning into the sounds of the river. And the birds. Now into my breath. Now I'm tuning into how my feet feel touching the ground, which is a staple of walking meditation practice. I'm seeing a few other people out enjoying the morning park time. Howdy. I'm not, they didn't hear me. A friendly reminder to find a moment, whether it's right now or later in the day. Take a breath, focus on it. When you breathe out, I find that I get a little more like privy to the sounds around me. I hear the sounds more around me, kind of tune into them, and I don't feel as much like my thoughts are racing in. That mountain, that bumpy one, potato hairy looking one, is called Observation Mountain. And what are we doing right now? We are observing our thoughts and observing, becoming more aware of our surroundings, the sights, the sounds, the smells, how your body feels. My body feels just really good and neutral throughout, except there's a line of tension in my lower back. But as a mindful practice, I'm not gonna build that up to be anything more than a sensation right now because, well, it's not at the point of acute pain. So I have the ability to just like the sun feels hot and the snow feels cold, my back feels a little tense right now. And just noticing it without judging it much, just labeling it. Coming back to my breath. A bug flew into my ear muff. If you watched one of my previous meditation videos, not a live one, it was all about ear bags. So I encourage you to go watch that, find out exactly what those are. I'm wearing ear muffs today. I like to have a variety of ear accessories. And I'm gonna try to not focus right now on the fact that I freaking lost one of the ear bags. If you go watch it, you won't be surprised to learn why. All right. I love taking random mindful moments. It feels like I'm drinking just a quick cup of peace. Especially here with you guys, because it's not always like that. Sometimes it feels like your mind's just racing a lot and you're practicing just not judging, just not getting wrapped up in it. And it's like a physical workout for your mind. And that's okay too, because that's like physical exercise. Sometimes you gotta strain some muscles to grow them. Not strain, but get sore, push it. But in either case, you have this longer term payoff. More peace, even if it doesn't feel peaceful during the meditation, okay? Well, I'm gonna wrap this up and go eat 40 eggs because I'm doing an anti-candida diet cleanse thing, like a health nut, but no, really, because I learned that like fungal infections are a symptom of maybe candida overgrowth. Candida, I guess it's a fungus or a yeast, I don't remember exactly, but it's in our bodies naturally. It's fine, except when it gets overgrown by stress, anxiety, acidic body. You feel free to correct me on all this. I didn't look into it too much. I've learned about it at various points in my life, but your gut biome being off, and I am covered in skin fungus, like ringworm. Does anyone know what that? It's not as gross as you think it is. It's literally just like little dots, and it doesn't really bug me. I used to only get it in the summer when I was sweaty, like on my like bra band and waist. But now it's been fucking year round. I use the creams that the pharmacist gives me. They work for a bit, but it's like persistent. And then I also heard someone say that thrush is a symptom of candida, and you're like just can't get enough water. You're always thirsty. My tongue isn't really white like thrush. I want to show you guys, but I'll keep it PG for right now. I don't really think I have thrush, but I have that symptom for like my whole adult life. I've been so thirsty, like I can't get enough water. So for these reasons, I concluded that, hey, I will try this anti-candida diet because it's just kind of probably healthy for you anyways, so why not? But I had to cut out eating dairy and fruit, which are my favorite foods of all time. So you just have to eat basically protein and fat and fiber. And I didn't eat that much carbs before anyway, I thought, but man, the things I've had to cut, it has tested me this week. But I think it's for the best. I think it's going to be good. But I have to do it for a while. We'll see. I will give more updates because it's all I'm thinking about and talking about because I crave all my carbs so much. So I've been in a crazier mood than normal this past week. Let's leave it at that. Chime in if you also know about candida stuff. Whatever. Okay, you guys. Most importantly, make sure you take a mindful moment, drink it up. Ah, that kills candida too. Have a great day.